The world is depressing, so let's talk about death. In this video, let's talk specifically about the relationship between Cloud and Zack. If you've played Crisis Core, you'd know that Zack is a first-class soldier and Cloud, not so much. They meet on a mission and become fast friends. Over time, they spend time together, confide in each other, and become pretty good friends with each other. Eventually, the two of them get trapped in these tanks filled with Mako. Zack is able to escape, but Cloud ends up becoming severely affected by Mako Poisoning. Let me ask you a question. If you're watching this, raise your hand if you've experienced a death in the family. Doesn't have to be family, it could be close friend, could be pet, could be a parent, an aunt, grandparent, an uncle, sibling, anything like that. If you haven't yet, I have bad news for you. It's coming. I don't mean to be mean or crass, but it's just a part of life that everyone, I will venture to say everyone experiences at some point in their life. It sucks, it's sad, it's depressing, it's devastating. That's why we're here to talk video games. If you have experienced a death in the family, I think it would be easy to see how Cloud's severe Mako poisoning represents his absolute helplessness in his situation. Spoiler alert, he is literally unable to help Zack in his last moments. If you've ever had an ailing grandparent or aunt, or perhaps they're on the other side of the country or world, or maybe they're right in front of you, but no matter how hard you try, there's really nothing you can do to help the situation. You could have all the money in the world or all the power in the world, and you still can't save nor protect the ones that you love. It kind of reminds me of Batman and how at such a young age, Bruce Wayne was unable to save his parents. So for the rest of his life, he trains and works as hard as he can to protect the city that he loves. I actually recently just watched the original Christopher Reeve Superman from 1978, and teenage Clark Kent says a similar sentiment. Even with all his powers, he was unable to save his father. Death is, unfortunately, a part of life and an important part of life, and the Mako poisoning to me is a clear allegory for the helplessness that we all feel when we're unwittingly forced to face a death of a loved one. To take this metaphor further, I think that at the beginning of Final Fantasy VII, Cloud represents the feelings we all have right after a loved one dies. And what I mean by that is that he's in kind of a state of shock. I'm not sure if you can relate to this, but after someone dies, there's that period of you don't want to believe it. You start conjuring up conspiracy theories in your mind to try and trick your mind that they're still alive. There's that moment in Evergreen Park where Aerith tries to talk about Zack, but Cloud's mind refuses to hear even his name. Cloud is in such a state of trauma that he himself has replaced Zack in previous memories. So perhaps Cloud's mind is so warped at this point that he refuses to accept that his best friend is dead. After all, Zack cannot die if he doesn't exist, right? Anyway, that's just a theory. Thanks for watching. I hope you're well. Stay odd and keep on playing.